I'm going to revamp Minecraft biomes because Mojang hasn't updated them in over 8 years. These guys are so lazy. Of course, for a biome to be in Minecraft, it needs to have terrain, vegetation, and structures. And the first biome picked was desert. I just had a perfect idea for this biome. I want to build an oasis, which is the only place in the desert that has water. Well, at least it should be that way in Minecraft too. Let's pretend that all this water you're seeing here is toxic. Only the oasis water is clean. After planning everything out, I started digging and creating our lake, using ice to start filling it with water. I'm also going to make a secret biome for a Minecraft mob. And the winner is, you'll find out in a moment. Now what I'm going to do is change the entire border of this lake by adding dirt and grass to make it stand out from the regular desert and give a highlight to the build. But we have a problem. My tools are almost broken, and I only have one diamond shovel. But of course, that didn't stop me from starting our project as soon as possible. To add more to this biome, I'm going to build some rocks like this. Perfect! Our biome is taking shape. To make it even better, I started building several of these rocks scattered around the lake. The materials to build a structure are already in my inventory, and from what I grabbed, you might have a little idea of what I'm going to build. Okay, if you don't understand, that's okay. I'm going to create a small shop to put a villager inside, who will sell food since you can't get any food in the desert. Wonderful! The first biome has been revamped. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel now. My idea is to divide this entire desert into several parts to rebuild Minecraft's improved biomes, and the next winner was the banned land biome. Perfect. Now we need the blocks to improve this biome. Let's start assembling the beacon. Okay, breaking things quickly is very satisfying, and to give you an idea of the project's size, I've already marked the next biome. But of course, collecting all these terracotta blocks is not enough, since the ground of our biome is made with this red sand here. But collecting it with my shovel won't work very well. That's why I looked for a stronghold. I started making a sand farm so that we could duplicate these items. With the farm ready, it was easy to get all the blocks we need. And after spending 1 hour just on the ground of our biome, I realized I went overboard with the project's size. For visitors' sake, I thought about making some petrified trees in this biome. I'm building these stone trees because my idea is to create a mega volcano in this biome. I roughly marked the volcano shape, and I must admit I didn't like it much. Without wasting time, I grabbed the materials and started building our volcano. And of course, to be a volcano, it has to have a lot of lava. To make our work easier for the volcano, I decided to build a lava farm. So guys, we're still missing a material, which is this dripstone here, as it is essential for our farm to work. To make this look like a real volcano, I'm going to have these lava flows that the farm has already produced, flowing down here in the volcano. This actually looks pretty cool. The structure for this biome is going to be an ultra-reinforced bunker. Inside this ultra-reinforced bunker, we're going to dig a hole all the way down to build the place where these folks are going to live. But while I clear space to make the underground construction, I'm going to start on the next biome with you. The next winner was the jungle biome, and instead of continuing to build here, I'm going to take advantage of this piece of the jungle biome right next to the desert. We've got a piece of the jungle biome right here, and to start, I'm going to clear all these trees and also level the terrain to the height of this hole, which is the entrance to my base. Unlike the other biomes, this one I'm going to start by creating the structure. For me, this is the most beautiful and complete biome in Minecraft. But honestly, not everything is perfect, especially because of the structure of this biome, which is small, ugly, cluttered, and you can barely tell it's a temple. So I decided to make my own jungle temple, trying to make it roughly the same size with the same features. Now we need to set up the environment in this place. Look at this awesome jungle temple. I think our biome is a bit empty, so that's why I'm going to build some trees. It's super easy to build these. I just had to grab 23 packs of jungle wood and 37 packs of jungle leaves and spend 2 hours trying to make this tree look even better. But you know, there are still some things to tweak inside our temple, like these secret passages here. And we also need to try to set up some traps. Of course, the secret passage won't have a treasure chest because, after all, the treasure in our temple will be finding a secret base full of beacons, especially this netherite one. What? Someone stole my netherite! I have to make the secret passage. I had to change the inside of the temple completely and create a massive redstone system. Of course, the jungle biome has bamboo, so I decided to do some interior decorating with these items. These levers you see as soon as you enter the temple are also a trap. I hadn't even noticed it would be a trap. I also left several hidden buttons inside the temple that do absolutely nothing, but only one of them opens a secret passage in the floor. Now that the jungle biome is even more perfect, let's draw the next one. And the winner chosen by the relay was the swamp biome. This here is the swamp biome. Honestly, it's a kind of weird biome, and it even has a structure in this biome, which is the the witch hut, which I believe is the smallest structure in Minecraft. So that's why for our improved biome, I'm going to revamp this hut. And to make this biome, I'll need to gather some materials. This lily pad, and instead of using grass, which will have this ugly color, I'm going to use moss block for the ground. And luckily, under that tree there, we'll find it. For those who don't know, when you come across an azalea tree randomly placed on your map, all you have to do is dig down here to find the cave. Now that we have the moss block, some problems have arisen. If we try to grow the moss block here in the middle of the sand, absolutely nothing will happen. So the first construction step for this biome was to mark its size and then replace it with blocks that the moss can transform into. So while we were placing blocks, I also had to set up a bone meal farm. I found a mob spawner nearby and started the transformation by building a super simple bone meal farm, one of those you make in the early game. And our work just got a whole lot easier because we can start putting moss on the ground and spread it as much as possible. And the best part is that when we reach this edge here, it won't go past the mark we made since the sand isn't affected. After infecting the entire biome with moss blocks, I started placing buckets on the ground to remove the grass that had grown. And I also took the opportunity to make a stream run through the middle of the biome. Then I planted some trees, but of course the biome structure was still missing. Now let's renovate the witch's hut, which will be ready in the blink of an eye. Didn't work? I made a small hut, but from a distance. You can tell it's a witch's place and you'd better not get too close. To truly turn it into a swamp biome, a few details are missing, like putting vines on the trees and placing these lily pads in the middle of the water. Other missing details include getting cobweb to put in the house, and we also need to put a guinea pig in there, which is a villager. No! With a villager trapped, I decided to add another detail, which is to scatter dry mud in this biome since there's so much water here, so there should be mud blocks. With that, the swamp biome is ready, and now I'm going to reveal the next two biomes to you because we're going to build both of them at the same time. The first one is the sniffer biome, the mob you've all been waiting for, and I need to build it with the mob's colors. I also need to bring the mob to live in this biome, not to mention that we also need to build a giant statue. Of course, we'll also create some ambience for the biome. I'm also going to revamp the birch biome, which is this one. Totally ugly and lifeless. And to build a new biome, I need to destroy one to gather resources, of course. After collecting all the blocks, I marked the area for our project and got a little carried away again. All those shulker boxes full of materials we had are running out because we've done a lot of building today. I think to get started, we'll have to destroy a piece of this biome here, gather a lot of saplings and also wood to make custom trees. I also need to think of some structure to put in this forest since Mojang didn't create any. And relax, I didn't forget the sniffer biome. I was in concrete form, getting green and red concrete, and with the materials in the inventory, I started marking our mega sniffer project. This is definitely going to be the biggest construction in the video, and for the birch biome, we're going to start by making custom trees. And look, this is much better than the ugly Minecraft trees. My goodness. Afterward, I just took the leaves and started putting them on the tree, and look, it looks much better than the one Minecraft built. There's no comparison. I'm going to remove this ugly thing here so we can build more beautiful trees. And look, the magic will be ready in 3, 2, 1, and it's done! Wow, look at all the trees we built here. And this empty space right in the middle, that's where we're going to build a structure of this place. To make the structure I'm thinking of, I need a lot of wool, but it would take forever to collect it from those mobs. Fortunately, a few hours ago, I asked my friend to build a great mob trap here on the map, because with these lines, we can turn everything into wool, so I don't need a wool farm right now. The structure I chose to build in this biome will be kind of a campsite instead of a village with houses. It will have wool tents. I made the ground a bit higher to make it look like this bed is a new type of item for you to sleep on, like at campsites, you know? The sniffer biome was already full of green, and now we're going to build some red mountains to give it a highlight and match its colors. Those shulker boxes were useless, man. I'll need about 20 of red concrete to help me build this thing that helps me wet concrete much faster. Of course, I also made a lot of progress in the birch biome. It looks pretty good now. Imagine having a giant bear that attacks the campers. But that's up to Mojang. Look, this birch forest looks beautiful. As we progress with the sniffer project, I'm going to draw another biome to build along with it. The lucky draw this time is Savannah. Of course, I marked the area again and filled it with grass. And since the Savannah biome is entirely this color, literally, it will fit perfectly with our project. To do this Savannah project, we'll need wood, but I'll use jungle wood to build the tree because I think it's prettier. I know it will take more materials, but I want to build the tree with this wood. wood, which has bark on all four sides, oak leaves, oak fences, and some stones. Then I just put it all together and made a small tree that resembles the savannah, but much more beautiful. Wow, I'm getting good at building trees in Minecraft. Seriously! I decided to further expand the giant sniffer project. And of course we need to get a sniffer to live in this biome, so that was my next mission. To get the sniffer we need a feather. It didn't drop. A feather. Cover it. Then we combine all these ingredients in the crafting table, and we have a brush. Now I'm going to fly towards the ocean biomes because our mission now is to find those ocean structures made of sand. Is this an ocean ruin? Wow, it was well hidden. Now I just need to dig up this suspicious sand and hope to find the sniffer. Today was my lucky day because, look, I dug up the first one, and when I went to the second one, we found it. Seriously, I only dug up 2 suspicious areas, and there we got it, the sniffer! This was the easiest task in this video. I arrived in the biome, put moss on the ground, and placed the sniffer egg on top. While it doesn't hatch, I'll try to finish both biomes at the same time. Since the savannah is kinda dangerous, instead of building a structure for people to live in, I decided to create natural structures, like some rocks and a little pond in the middle, as it's a biome with very muted colors. I decided to make a dry tree that has lost all its leaves. I didn't like it. It's better to break it. This is just too ugly. I decided to make several trees following the same style as the first one I made, and the result was incredible. Just spread bone meal around to make the biome look more beautiful, and in Minecraft, it's not just about structures. Here we also need to add some mobs. And for the savannah, I had some ideas. In 3, 2, 1, a cow. Look at this! I added a lion and an elephant since it's the savannah biome. That's right, Minecraft needs both peaceful and aggressive mobs. The game needs challenges and much more life, of course. I named a sign with a subscriber's name from the channel and placed a witch that appeared while I was building. I took the opportunity to put another subscriber's name on the sniffer. For the vegetation in this biome, I decided to make some mushrooms using red and green concrete. Oh, and of course, I filled the volcano with lava and added more flowing lava to make it look nicer inside our bunker. The result looks like this. The civilization has everything it needs to survive in it, and that's the day I renovated Minecraft biomes. Please comment down below which biome you like the most, subscribe to the channel,